Hello class, this is Mike Nolan and this is my Week 8 Multimedia discussion board. In this discussion board posting, I'm going to be providing you with a brief presentation on my thoughts about employee privacy and an employer's right to know. In addition, I'm going to discuss the video I watched and share my opinion on it, and discuss the balance required of managers related to employee protection versus public transparency and accountability. So I thought this picture here was perfect as it related to employee privacy. You can see there's the Fourth Amendment privacy rights and the officers on the other end of the door getting ready to kick it in. Especially since this is a public sector class. The Fourth Amendment applies to government employees and employers and is of significance and worth mentioning as it relates to employee privacy rights. The Fourth Amendment, which limits the government's ability to conduct unreasonable search and seizures, is one of the main restrictions on workplace searches by government employees. And in the text, we had the case of O'Connor versus Ortega, which was in 1987, in which the employee argued that his employer violated his rights by accessing a drawer in his desk to get a document. And in that case, the court considered two factors when making a determination as to whether or not there was a violation of a reasonable expectation of privacy. The first factor in that case was whether the area is one which the employee has a reasonable expectation of privacy. The second factor is whether the search is reasonable under the circumstances. Because the document was located in a desk drawer that was used exclusively by the employee, the court ruled that employee did have a reasonable expectation of privacy as it related to his desk. But in evaluating the second factor in the search, the court ruled that there was a need to access the document because it was work related, and as a result, they found that the employer did not violate the privacy rights of the employee. And in summary, furthermore, the court ruled that a reasonable search must balance the governmental interest in the efficient and proper operation of the workplace with the employee's privacy interest. So I think when we're looking at employee privacy, we need to focus on the issues where there's a reasonable, or the circumstances where there's a reasonable expectation of privacy. The locker room, bathroom, your personal cell phone, or items that you exclusively control, just like they were discussed in the case involving Ortega. And as referenced in the text, if agencies want to have respect for an employee's privacy and still be found to not be in violation of the law, they can take steps to increase the likelihood of any pending searches being lawful. Some of these steps include reducing the expectation of privacy. This is done by eliminating personal workspaces and adopting policies authorizing searches. With probationers and parolees, part of their terms and condition of release is to sign a Fourth Amendment waiver. We call them fourth waivers. Just like within employee policy, there's nothing that would prevent an employer from having an employee say, as a condition of their employment, give up certain rights in the interest of the employer. Now, when we're looking at the employer's right to know, uh, the case that I watched was the woman who had her cell phone, her employer provided her with a cell phone, and then installed a GPS tracking device on the cell phone. The woman ultimately disabled the application and was terminated. Well, in looking at why she was terminated, it was obvious because they put the GPS on the phone and she deactivated it. I think that in that circumstance, I find that the employee would be at fault. If part of the condition of your employment is that cell phone, and that cell phone's equipped with GPS, so long as there's not a written policy that says when you go off the clock you can turn it off, or when you go off the clock, you're not required to take it home. Um, you can do other factors or other things to mitigate the situation aside from going and intentionally disabling software that was put on the device by your employer. I think employers' right to know would continue into anything that they explicitly express a desire to know, and you agree to that as a condition of employment. Many organizations, including my current organization, have privacy expectation of policies, and they explicitly state that an employee forfeits any expectation of privacy with regards to any emails, texts, anything published or maintained through file sharing software or internet sites that is accessed, transmitted, or received or reviewed through any department technology system. Basically, if it's something that's done on their Wi-Fi, their computers, or while you're on their time, they have a right to know. I believe that our employers expect us to be there to work and to perform our duties. And if we're performing our duties and working and doing what we're supposed to be doing, I don't think that there's going to be an issue as to an alleged violation of rights, so long as we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. And I think in looking at it from an employer perspective and from an employee perspective, it's a balancing act. I think that the most important factor in there is the employer's right to know versus the employee's right to privacy. And if there's a greater violation of that employee's privacy with not a significant need for the employer to weigh, that's where we would get into the balancing act and deciding, is this something that the employer or the employee needs to be engaging in. However, specifically for public sector and government employees, I believe that there's a significant a portion of our rights of privacy that we give up when we enter into the public sector. And I believe that public transparency and accountability will often supersede an employee's right to privacy, especially when they're in the performance of their duties. It goes back to, if we're doing what we're supposed to be doing while we're on our employer's time, we should not have an issue as to an inspection of an item that we may consider private, so long as it is property of the department and it's provided to us with the understanding that we're to be using that item for employment purposes only. Well, that's my brief presentation there. I look forward to watching your guys' presentations and hearing your guys' input on privacy and employers' right to searches.